Once again, we touch down in Miami as F1 returns to the Magic City. We're in the state of year-round summer. The streets of Miami Gardens will come alive with the roar of racing, and the excitement is only just beginning.
Don't forget, the schedule this weekend sees the drivers take to the track for an all-out sprint race. A good opportunity to clinch some crucial championship points.
Now let's crack on with the weekend. And here in Miami, it's time for the sprint. And it's lights out, and away we go.
Away we go for episode number 6 here. Welcome to the Miami Gardens circuit. So Charles Leclerc will be doing the sprint race on a set of medium tires. As you can see, the sprint quality went pretty well for him, although I didn't do it because I accidentally skipped. But I think I might do that from now on. But either way, Lewis Hamilton from P7 now down to P8. Hopefully we can stay ahead of Fernando Alonso. I wanted me to do this race on softs for him, so that's what we're going to do. So, P4 and P7, let's see how the sprint goes before the feature.
Dangerously close to each other. And the impact on the car, it's
Oh,
quite
teammates.
clear. That will have knocked their confidence, I'm sure.
Here we go.
Yeah,
All right, Lewis,
enable.
off the inside of Liam Lawson here. P6.
We are
Yes, sir,
P7.
skis. I wonder, can we get Piastri and Russell here as well? Come on. Oh, we got Piastri, that's all that matters. I do wonder, we are pretty
use
close
K1.
with Leclerc to Russell. A little bit of a little boosty boost, little cheeky boost. Up to P3.
We're watching the Ferrari. And that's where they slightly run off the track. That won't do the floor of the car any good at all.
Lewis. And now we're out at the points. No, you're kidding me. That's a suspension, rear wing, and maybe a gearbox. Oh, when it rains, it pours. Leclerc's out, and Lewis is still out of the points.
And away we go.
Not what you want to see, to be honest. So we've opted to put Lewis on a set of medium compound tires. I've learned my lesson here, okay, as we've actually might drop back to P11. Let's just go to the end of this thing. I'll see you guys for the feature quali.
And well done, Lando. You really deserve that win.
Maximum points is the best result they could have hoped for.
We are a grand total of 5 and a bit races into this, soon to be 6. And I'm starting to understand why Ferrari team principals don't last for very long. This qualifying session could not possibly go any worse than the sprint race went, or Saudi Arabia before it. Let's see what happens. Oh my god, traffic again. You're kidding me. Well, okay, Charles Leclerc's lap's probably screwed. I think Lewis is going to get through it okay. Let's see what the bankers are going to be. P4 and P7. Somehow Lewis went slower. Shit, I think Leclerc got impeded again. Man, this is just the qualifying session from hell. Lewis Hamilton is going to need at least a lap. I don't know about a big lap, but he needs a lap to get himself currently outside of the regulation zone. And relegation zone, not regulation zone. Thankfully, the Williams car getting out of the way there. I would assume that is of Alexander Albon, but it's just what it is. So as I inhale some spit, let's see what we can do. P19, P6, Lewis Hamilton is safe. Leclerc to the line now. P5, we're through. Hopefully, we should be okay. As Lewis is going purple in Sector 1, we might have gotten held up by Jack Doohan.
So at the moment you are P1.
Golly, man. Session timer is about to expire. We sent Lewis Hamilton out there on a bit of an experimental setup. Hopefully we can find at least a percentage or two more of confidence. But the question is, can Charles Leclerc get himself at least farther away from the relegation zone than he already is? Hamilton does not improve. Leclerc with a big ending to his lap. Goes P3 and P4. I can only assume that we're going to be safe, right? Right?
Understood.
Cool. To Q3. Okay, Georgie, gonna have to ask you to get out of the way. It looks like he has done exactly that. Both of our guys are on a set of used soft compound rubber. However, they are only 1 lap old. So, with that being said, Leonard Rose pulls over. Let's see. Yikes. Good for Leclerc. I don't know what the hell happened to Lewis. Move, Max. Move, Max. Move, Max.
Got traffic, man.
He's not moving at all. That's really tough for Lewis Hamilton, who already didn't have a good banker lap. But at this point, it's just going to be what it's going to be. Love getting impeded by the full center. So Charles Leclerc is improving in the first sector. Hopefully this lap amounts to something, as Lewis Hamilton's improving in the middle. P3 for Charles Leclerc moves to P2. 6 tenths off for Verstappen, who has laid down an absolute gauntlet and has screwed Lewis Hamilton. Can we at least jump Lance Stroll? We can, to P8. Let's see how many of these spots we lose here in the last couple seconds. And we're right back down to P10. And P3 for Leclerc. Will Albon improve? Hopefully not. Ugh.
checks are being carried out by the teams, and it won't be long until we get this race underway.
10th isn't where they'll want to be finishing this race. They need to be careful at the start, in amongst the midfield.
So let's see what today has in store, shall we? Here we go with the Miami Grand Prix. And it's lights out, and away we go.
Away we go indeed. We finally have some variation in the strategy between our two guys. Charles Leclerc will be doing medium hard at this race on, it's been a very good start up to P2 already. Attaboy, as Lewis Hamilton is fighting for his life back here after what was admittedly a rough quali, but wasn't necessarily his fault. He will go soft, medium soft here in this Grand Prix. We need some luck, we need some good momentum. Hopefully we can find it here today. Bye-bye, Georgie.
Say, guys, sorry.
Alex, don't screw this for us. On to set of medium compound rubber. Hopefully no Williams holding us up in the pit lane. Thank goodness. 2.6 seconds. Good stop there for the boys in red. So Lewis Hamilton's first stint went pretty damn good. I don't know if we really could have done much more. And we come out in a great spot at some clean air. So really good stuff there from Lewis. Now just waiting on the first and hopefully only pit stop for Charles Leclerc. At this junction, this is our race to lose. We had a wonderful first stint there for Charles Leclerc. I don't think we could have managed it much better. Actually learned from the previous mistakes, and we find ourselves in a really good spot here. So Verstappen and Norris still have one more pit stop to go. Piastri is probably the only person that we're racing with that is going to the end, but as you can see, he's actually kind of close, but not really. I think we're in a good spot. Still got one more pit stop to go here for Lewis. It's looking good. That sets the table. I completely missed it as Verstappen now exits the pit lane on a set of medium compound rubbers. We go to the end of this race. Norris is somewhat close and on a better set of tires, but I think we'll be okay. Once again, Lewis still has one pit stop to go in this thing. Final pit stop here for Lewis Hamilton on to set of soft compound rubber. A mistake-free race from our pit crew. I think we can take solace in that for now as Lewis Hamilton is going to go ahead and make his way out of the pit lane. Russell will overtake. Antonelli will as well, but I think we're going to go on a tear here. So we can definitely get back ahead of Antonelli as we're going to also have to race with Liam Lawson to the end of this thing. Probably maybe back to Piastri, but as you can see, Lando is a little bit closer to Charles Leclerc than I would like. I still think we're in control. It still looks good, but it's a little closer than I would prefer. Meanwhile, overtaken coming here on it to not us. Oh boy.
Now this was the 7th corner. And oh, there's contact with the barrier. I imagine their confidence will have taken a knock.
My own creation has backfired.
And it's lights out. And away we go.
Lights out and away we go. That is a bad restart there for Charles Leclerc. Thankfully, we are going to be okay. It's going to be a mad dash into this thing. So Lewis Hamilton, we didn't have any new soft tires to go onto because we were using them already. So Leclerc's got to just make a run for the hills, 10 to go, full push to the end. Hopefully, we'll see what happens with the tires. And then Lewis, just do what you can. Can we get ahead of Lawson? We cannot. We can. We cannot. We cannot.
Now this happened as they arrived at turn 12.
Oh no, Lewis.
And ends up in the wall. And that's a tough one to take for both driver and the car.
We might be getting a penalty for that, but I'm more concerned about the restart.
And away we go.
Oh, this is literally going to be a 3-lap sprint to the finish. Just got to pass Verstappen, right? Lewis Hamilton's probably going to get the penalty for that, I would imagine. No penalties. Huzzah! FIA pandering to Ferrari, P6 and P2. Let's go get this win back. Let's not waste any time here, Shaw. Yes, sir, skis up the inside. We take those.
Energy available.
Yes, nothing says go full defense, like leaving the inside completely open. Come on, you're kidding me. All right, fine. Well, Lewis got the P5. That's cool. Can we get P4 as well? Also, while doing this whole number. I'm going to be P1 and P4 by the end of the straightaway.
Gap to him 1.7.
Last lap. We're out of battery, but I think we've done just enough to solidify these positions. It looked like this race got away from us, but it will not matter. Charles Leclerc rounds the final quarter. Second win on the season.
Leclerc takes first place.
What an amazing finish to a thrilling race. It's a real testament to their skill and the team's engineering.
What a turnaround in the end, man. With how bad the sprint race went, how good it was looking, how bad it turned out, how we came back. We stuck with the strategy. I think we were going to win it anyways. It almost got away from us. We got a bit lucky, and we're going to win this one. Episode 6 has come to an end. I hope you guys have enjoyed. I'll see you for episode 7.
Well, that's another race wrapped up for Lewis Hamilton.
Yeah, just shy of a podium, but 4th is still a respectable finish.
Out and onto the podium steps Charles Leclerc, the driver from Monaco, really deserving of that top 3 spot.
That's their second win of the season. A brilliant talent who looks so at home on the track.
And after a hot and sweaty Miami Grand Prix, I think this is as good a time as any to cool off.